are the music of the ground, from earth's lips spoken without sound. Hello and Namaskaram to all. So, I am back again to proceed our journey towards learning. Dear, our mind is a garden. Our thoughts are the seeds. We can grow flowers or we can grow weeds. The choice is ours. So what exactly we need to do? My dear, you neither have to run nor you have to stop. You just need to walk. So let's walk towards our chapter. Previously, we had discussed about a few characteristics of living beings. So today, we start with the fifth characteristic, that is, living beings throw out waste. The life processes, that is, functions of life that go on inside the body produce waste such as carbon dioxide and water. We, the human beings, throw out waste from our body in the form of sweat, urine, and feces. The process of throwing out waste from the body is called excretion. Excretion too is a characteristic that only living beings possess. How do plants get rid of waste? Plants give off gases through minute pores present in their leaves called stomata. But they cannot throw out solid waste. So, they store these in parts of their body such as the leaves and bark. When they shed their leaves and bark, the waste accumulated in them gets expelled, that is, thrown out. Next characteristic is living beings respond to stimuli. Let's understand it by taking some examples. When someone flashes a bright light in front of your eyes, you close them immediately, isn't it? When your hand touches a hot object accidentally, you withdraw your hand. Yeah? So, in the first example, the bright light was the stimulus which made you to close your eyes. And your closing the eyes was the response created by you towards the stimulus. In the second example, the hot object was the stimulus that had triggered you to withdraw your hand. And your withdrawing the hand was your response towards that stimulus. These actions are actually responses to stimuli. So, what is stimuli then? Stimuli, which in singular means stimulus. Stimuli are things, or it could be any trigger or any disturbance that enforces you to produce a response or a reaction. The ability to respond to stimuli is called sensitivity. For example, plants are sensitive towards light, temperature, touch, and so on, because they respond towards these stimuli. In fact, all living beings respond to stimuli. For example, the leaves of a sensitive plant close when you touch them. Many flowers like China rose, lotus, and portulaca open in the morning and close in the evening. And the leaves of gulmohar also behave similarly. All these plants show responses towards different stimuli. Next point is living things move. Animals can move different parts of their body. They can also move from place to place. Moving from place to place is called locomotion. Though plants do not show locomotion, different parts of plants show movement. Let's look at some examples of such movements shown by plants. The weak stems of some climbers twine around supports. The stems bend towards light. The leaves and flowers open and close, and so on. Now, you might be thinking that some non-living things like vehicles or dust also show movement. So, what's the difference? The difference is that the non-living things can only move using some source of energy that is to be put from outside, while living things, on the other hand, show movement using the energy that is generated inside their own body. Next characteristic is living beings reproduce. Living beings reproduce or produce their own kind. Some animals lay eggs, while others give birth to young ones that look like them. In case of reproduction in plants, many plants produce seeds from which seedlings come out, while other plants also give rise to new plants from their roots, stems, or leaves. Now, the last characteristic to be studied is living beings follow a life cycle. All living beings follow a definite life cycle, which starts with birth. Birth is followed by growth, reproduction, aging, and ultimately death. The time between the birth and death of an organism is called its lifespan. It varies from one organism to the other. The average lifespan of bacteria is just 20 minutes, while that of human beings is 75 to 80 years. With this, we come to the end of our first chapter. You can have a quick review of the differences between living and non-living things from the picture displayed on the screen. So, from this chapter, you can write down whatever you find important in your copy fairly, in the form of notes. You will be provided with the PDF of the exercises soon. Do complete your work sincerely. Till the next meeting, keep on learning, keep on exploring. Thank you for being here on this learningful journey. Goodbye.